What's up, everybody? Welcome on back to another episode of Greedfall, where we have just finished off bringing Constantine a bunch of help. Now all that's left is the Trial of the Waters for the main quests, and Sins of Father Petrus for side quests. I believe there's probably a few more things that we should have had for Siora by this point, but we haven't quite gotten those yet, so maybe we needed to talk to her more or something of that nature. Let's talk to Siora real quick.
Karans, do you need something?
I guess we can talk about her father.
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
Okay. Well, what's in here?
I must leave you. See you later.
Let's see what we can we romance Afra? Hold on.
Sade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
Hey, we can. What up, girl?
Do you often hold strangers at gunpoint?
Only when I'm being tracked. What about you? Do you often track young ladies?
Link should be into the journal
Your
thing.
journal was surprisingly thorough, and your observations very pertinent. How could one not want to find someone so brilliant?
It could have fallen into the hands of a boorish idiot, unable to understand any of it. I'm glad it was you who found it. Anything else?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vigigador?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest. What about you? How did you feel?
Right
It was
there.
peculiar and mysterious. It was as if we were observing a game without fully knowing the rules. However, it seems to me that we learned a few things, being with them at that moment.
This is true. In my opinion, knowledge should be shared. That's why I'm so impatient when it comes to secrets. But your attitude is wiser. I will ponder the question. You've given me a lot to think about. Anything else?
Okay. I mean, let's pursue this. Let's see what happens here.
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. We were but a small group working with Dr. Vasily, but we were encouraged not to get too close to each other. It was more of a competition. Why? What's on your mind?
Did you not share your knowledge with the others?
Not really. And to be honest, I don't even know if they would have listened to me back then. You would not believe how much competition there is in the universities of Al-Sad.
I think it's a pity. It seems to me that ideas progress faster when they're shared.
That is true, but I did not know it back then. I only discovered it thanks to you. Anything else?
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had reached my goal, as if I was finding a long-lost treasure. It was strangely moving, I think. What about you?
It was a grace-filled moment indeed. And these rudimentary paintings taught us so much. I would never have thought that mere murals could contain so much knowledge.
Because we looked at them in a different way. To us, these paintings were more than just decorations. They were like a window into some knowledge that was completely foreign to us. I used to swear only by writings, but now I realize that there are many other ways to learn. And once more, I owe this realization to you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Anything else?
Oh yeah. We're getting there. It's my kind of lady anyway. Someone who's just all about learning and sharing knowledge. I actually dig this. This is my kind of groove right here. I almost like the Afra route more than the pursuit of Siora. Because Siora's cool, but she's just really, I don't know, just kind of aggressive, one might say.
What do you think of the love that unites those young people? It really seems as if they share something special.
It's true. I don't think I've ever stumbled upon two people that were so close to one another. On the continent, where everything is political, it only happens in fairy tales. But here...
Do you ever think that you could become that close to someone?
To be honest, no. Not before I saw this young couple.
What about now?
I do not like to lose myself in vain reveries, but for some time now, I've begun to think that such sharing of ideas and feelings is in fact possible. Anything else?
Oh, I shall show you, indeed, Afra, that the sharing of ideas is possible.
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
Yes, obviously. Before it, I was so focused on my own knowledge. This ritual made me understand the power of sharing, of emotions, and of the bonds between people. This new vision gives me new perspectives. A whole new life is ahead of me.
I hope I'll be lucky enough to be by your side.
We share amazing memories now. A bond has been created between us, too. And I can't imagine this new life without you by my side. Anything else?
Got 'em.
I must leave you.
There we go. We're in. I don't know what we're into, but we're in. Alright. We're gonna follow up on Sins of the Father, or Sins of Father Petrus, and see what he needs before we get to going and doing the last main
I'm
quest.
happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Denegad. She told me her name, Arelwyn, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Nauts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Nauts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
I mean, I dig it.
Yes. All this is so new to me, but I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
Let's get at it. Heck yeah, dude. Talk to Admiral Cabral. You know, honestly, this is all new for me. I don't remember ever doing this mission. And so, I'm genuinely curious who the family of Desarde is going to be. I don't remember ever getting this far because I never actually pursued Petrus like this. I don't think I've ever actually done a full 100% playthrough where I get all of the companions, all of their quests, everything all completed. So this will be interesting. It'll be refreshing.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation and your help would be invaluable.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being a spy. It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required to be certain that there will be no bias. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Serene. Your authority will allow you to get more answers than us.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information that could have been sent?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Norts know how we navigate our ships. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to keep them secret.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Reuben?
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasco's before he landed. I'm counting on you, Your Excellency. We must shed light on this case.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships. Of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions. And our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier 3D who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
Desarde?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Fair. You know what? I wanna stay consistent and I wanna go for this. We'll come back and we'll get this Captain Reuben business all hammered out, but I wanna go and figure out what's going on with Desarde's true family. Do you have anything unique? Any legendary things here that we might have, my man? By chance? Demolition mace. It's just a big old sledgy. It's a big old sledger boy right there. Holy crap, that does a lot of damage. Ooh! I want that! Ooh, I want that. Gimme. Hold on, I gotta put on my gloves. I got to put on my gloves. Into my gloves, give me... That's a 2. Hold on, Kurt. No, Kurt, don't do this to me. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this, Kurt. I need you not to do the thing, my man. Alright, good. Workbench, demolition mace, upgrade. What do we have here? Armor damage? No, that one looks like butt cheeks. There we go. I just like the way it looks. We have 460 physical damage, my god. 81 armor damage. That thing is monstrous. Extra 48 damage. over our old weapon, and we lose 3 armor damage, but does it really matter? The difference being... Okay, so we lose 25% stun and 4% fury generation. But we... Oh my gosh. Look at how much extra the furious attacks cost. It might not be worth it to make that jump. Might not be worth it to make that jump. Oh, let's do a little bit of inventory management while we're here. Get some of this crap out of the way. Okay, all that gone. Good there. Navigator's boots. Bye-bye. Nothing there that we need. Okay, cool. No, not you. Sure, you'll work. You're there and not causing me a lot of problems. Let's get... You know, bringing Fosco with me might actually be smart here. Because then, if there's any major goofs, Fosco could maybe help us out with this. Rather than Afra. I don't know. Whatever. We'll go over here. We'll keep Afra with us. I don't really have a reason not to bring Afra.
Thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Oh. You know, Hikmet is the most confusing of all the cities. And it actually makes a lot of sense. This, like, the city of Hikmet does not seem like it's really well organized, which is... It's kind of a fundamental thing of intelligent folk. They're generally very disorganized, at least from an outside perspective. I'm sure to them it's very clean and efficient, but for everyone else it's like, wait, what?
Hello there. My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her... well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
You said it yourself, Captain. You've come across more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. Seaborn, Sea-given, all of them were torn from their roots, even if they found a new family. And you've clearly had the same experience.
Absolutely. You are indeed the child that was born on our ship. You speak like one of our own. Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. Desade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough. That's gotta be rough. Jeez. Let's get some of this crap out of here. Let's, all that in there. Get in here, get some of this stuff out of the way. Never mind, we'll leave that where it is. Don't want to get too held up, I just wanted to get the big important business out of the way. Village of Vignamri. Here we go. Let's go meet our grandfather or something, I don't know. Let's go meet some people. $5 right now. Petrus is our father. I'm calling it. Put your predictions in the comments. We'll see what happens. Hey there, guy.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad, kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Teofradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Nope, I'm busy. Bye. See you later, my dude. I've got an ant to find.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Right? I mean, only born of their people, not necessarily one of them specifically.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
So, the camera work in that scene was something else. Oh my gosh. On top of that, but it like randomly booted my active window out of the game and over to something else. Which was super weird because then it disabled all the audio for this here window. Okay. Oh, that was... I think that's quite possibly the most jank scene in this entire game. It was weird. It was like that whole thing was recorded on cell phones being held by the individual characters.
Here comes our pay, boys!
Ooh, Big Bonky Hammer is big and bonky. My gosh, look at that thing. I don't even know if I want to bother looting these, to be honest. I don't think I do. To be completely honest, I don't think I do. I don't want to...
Over there, surrounded by animals.
Whoa! You need to back up. That's my ant you got there.
How do you feel, Adam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Donegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tirce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemais, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved her, Elwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magam. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
I'm sure, Petrus. I'm sure, my dude. Alright, so, gonna head back out here to the camp, and it looks like that's all the time that I have for this episode. Really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep an eye out on the channel. There'll be a new episode coming up tomorrow at the same time. And in that episode, I believe, if I remember right, actually, we have this with the Admiral Secret Service, but actually, hold up. We have a thing here. Kurt wants to talk to us. Kurt's got a thing that he wants us to do. So we'll probably delve into that in the next episode. Until then, my friends, take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next episode.